I wanted to give a little demonstration about me wrapping the wick around this spine that I got from Mini Bull Design. I'm going to super glue mine on, but I will say, if you're planning on using super glue, it's a one-time use in my opinion. These lids, once you screw them back on, you're not getting them back off. I actually broke mine to get it back off for a second time use. I've used it once before, and this is the second time I've used it. And pretty much this is it. I'm throwing it away when I'm done with this. These little tubes, not worth a penny. They're worth one use. Look, I have another one right here. Probably won't ever be able to get it open again because I've used it once. So we'll see. Anyways, what you do with this is you put a little glue on the end of your wick. And this is frayed really bad on the end here. But that's not going to be a problem, I don't think, because the first use that you want to do is you want to get it, put it about the height that you want your wick to come down to. And I'm just looking for something. Here, I'll use this nice super glue can that I'm never going to use again. And then once you get it there, spin it around one time. And then come just over that and go around all the way again, unraveling as you go until you get right back where you started. Now you've got 2 rows of wick going all the way around, and you're actually covering up your original. So what I usually do is then I cut it, and this stuff does not cut gracefully. It's a little bit of a fray every time you cut it. So let me get it back on there, get it all lined up. And you want it nice and tight because over time it does tend to not shrink but expand. So it's kind of the opposite of the micro felt. And I still have some on there. I'm just going to use my thing there. And I really don't want that to get too hard on the top there because I want to push my spine down right to that. So I kind of want to make sure it's down as far as I can into that other one. So I'm hoping to press my spine right up against that and then wrap around it all. But I don't want my spine to be glued on. So I want my spine to be usable again at a later point in time. Now what did I just do there? I just took a bunch of slack out of it by twisting it. I actually will go back around and glue this other side just to get it right, but I want to make sure it's up against this nice and tight before I glue it, to keep it all at the same level. Once that's perfectly dry, then I'll push my spine down, just like that. Get that 16th inch right up against it. And that's right where I need it then. Now, I know where that's going to go. This is the difficult one because you want to do this without gluing it to the actual spine or the napkin you're using. So put a little dab on the end of there. Lay this down and go a little bit above the spine. I don't think it'd be a problem getting it off the spine if you got it on there, because this aluminum can can be ripped to pieces trying to get this out of here, and the glue is always going to come off if you use some kind of fingernail polish remover or even a knife to pull it out. And of course super glue is a pain in the backside because it gets all over your fingers. And then I come just above that one, and I'll push everything down, get a nice tight tug, and when I get to it next time around, I cross over. So I had 2 full rings above it, then I cross over at that second point where I was gluing at, and let me unwind some more here. I've actually got myself a big knot going on now. This is not going to work because I'm not going to be able to let go of this. Alright, I should have plenty there, unwound now. So now that I have 2 full things going around, I'm going to start coming back down. I'm not sure if I'm even in the camera now. And I've just started hitting because I overlapped it, and I just started hitting the spine on it there. And I'm still working my way down. I'm going to go right past. I'm going to go right past my other one down at the bottom. Oh, would you look at that? I got a fray right in the middle of my rope. Great. Okay, well, we're just going to keep going since we're started. Now I've hit the bottom set of line that I start with. I'm going to go right over the top of that. Keeping tension on it the whole time. That's the glue mark from the original one right there. I'm going right over the top of that. Right over the top of all of it. And I'm back to my original starting point here. And it will just step right off the edge of it. And give it one more round so it's down flat against the can. So the bottom step will actually be flat up against the can. And when I get around to there, which I have, I like to cut off just a little bit extra. Try to keep it as neat as I can. And then I pinch the one above it, and I back off and run a whole loop, come around with the loop in there, and pull it back up underneath. I don't know if you saw that. What I do is I went back up underneath there, and I got to get it all lined up because it gets out of whack over down here. You want it to be completely on the other side. And then I pinch it up against it like this, pull it up tight, take some of that slack out all the way around. I like to twist it down nice and tight because it's starting to build a little slack. I pull it out. Work it up to the top there. One more twist just to get any leftover slack out. Bring it up to it. And then once I have it all that slack pulled out, I will cut off the excess and take my glue and just push it right down there, and it will hold for as long as I have the can. It will hold. I've never had one come undone. I was going to show you. Oh, here it is. And this one's got water in it too, so I got to be careful. I don't know how I keep leaving water in these things. That's not good for them. It's actually a little nasty. All right. Woo! So that one I've had on there 2.5 years maybe. Still holding good. Just did the same method I did here, a little bit of glue on each end. And then, like I mentioned, I'll come back on the other side. And what I'll see how there's loose right there. So I'll come on the other side. And I'll hit the glue spot right there. And I'll hit the glue spot right there. I'm not gluing the actual ring. I'm gluing the rope and my thumb around the top there. It works better with an actual nipple on the end of this glue stuff. But since my super glue doesn't like me, this is the best I'm going to get out of it. And I'll just hit a couple little spots here and there. Let that glue sit on there and dry out. And then I'll throw this thing away because, like I said, it's garbage now. So that's it. It's all glued on, and once it's completely dry, I will give it a test run and see if it like I said, when it's completely dry, I'll stop touching it right now. I'll give it a test run. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.